Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name's Pete and you're watching UK Survival, and today we're going to be looking at a Poundland haul. Yes, as you said, this is a Poundland camping and bushcrafty sort of haul. So I've gone to my biggest Poundland in Norwich, and I've brought every single thing to do with camping I could find inside that shop. It's quite a big haul. There's 24 items actually inside here or so, and we're going to open them up. We're going to have a look at them today, and then over the next few videos you're going to see these things in operation, because I can't really give a full review on this stuff, just unboxing it. You really need a full test. So a few of these things I've used before, so I can comment on them straight away. Some of these things I've never seen before, but looking at them I can give you some sort of mini comment. But I will be using these over the next few weeks. I'm down here at the Scoutland where I use quite a lot. I've got a lovely river and that stuff behind me. So let's get this bag open and see what wonders has Poundland got in store for us today. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at today is the stool. So thank you to the subscriber who you'll see just up here right now. A comment say he found one of these stools in Poundland, really lightweight, nice, comfortable sort of thing. Check it out, because I have been sort of cleaning down and crunching down. I thought, what a perfect time to do this video while sitting down on the stool. We can see what it's actually like. It's actually really light. It's not much to it. It's a tripod configuration, and we can see here it says camping stool. It can hold 80 kilograms. Yeah, so last thing I heard, I was under 80 kilograms. I think I was 60 maybe. I can't remember. Yeah, so let's have a quick look, and then we're going to do the rest of the video while sitting on this thing. We'll see how well it lasts then, can't we? So, nice, comfortable. It folds up quite easy. I can sit it on the side of my camera stand if I just want to take my camera out, or shove inside my backpack. Just that added comfort sitting outside, it's sometimes quite nice. I do usually carry sit maps and that, but if this thing works, let's have a quick look then, shall we? So, and there we go. Oh. Yeah, it's holding my weight. So there we go, feet up the floor. Yeah, it's actually holding my weight quite nicely. So it's quite nice. So yeah, it holds my weight quite nicely. So I'm quite happy with that. Right, so the next thing we've got on the top of this is the old faithful water carrier. I've used these in the past. I went camping with one. I find though they're more one use sort of thing. They're quite nice to bung inside the back of the car, or inside the kit, where you know you're going to be able to get an added water source. I've used one of these for an entire week camping, had no issue with it, sort of carrying it. It didn't split on me. It did leak a little bit on the nozzle, so it has leaked on me and a little bit on the nozzle. But when it comes to taking it back home again, trying to flatten it right back down to nice and small, I couldn't really get that, so I ended up just ditching it inside the campsite rubbish. It does say wash before use, just because it's plastic. I recommend you do that with any sort of plastic material, but it's good to go camping, to bung it if you're going car camping or big camping when the space is limited, but you need to carry a good supply of water when you get there. So yes, it has its uses, and it also has its disadvantages as well. So, right, the next thing I've got, again, I've used these, and I've used these quite regularly, and I get quite a lot of these for the kids. These are just little bags. They're not waterproof. They're water resistant. So they're quite good. They say they're travel bags, where you get some smellies. You can put your perfumes and that inside it. You've got your laundry bag with dirty laundry, and you've got your holiday stuff, so like your towels and stuff like that. So that's how they sort of mask them. I generally just put the big bags are drawstrings, a little one zip one, where I just tend to put things inside it, and I can just grab them out of my kit bag. And they're colour coded, so it makes it a bit easier to find them inside the kit. Other than that, a nice little bag, not waterproof, but good just to bung stuff in. It'll keep your dirty stuff away from your clean stuff. Or use them as pot bags. You can put your pots inside them. When they're cool, you can't put the hot pots in them and melt. But if you've got a cool pot with black soot and that, bung it inside one of these, for £1, well not really £1, for 33.3333p. You're not going to grumble at 3 bags really, are we? The third item we've got here is a little bit of camping rope. So this can be used in conjunction with many different things. You can use it as washing lines, you can use it as stringing out a tarp if you've got some tarp, or tying down extra cordage. It is nylon, so it's 30 meters long. So it's not the strongest sort of rope. You can see a sort of frame sort of on there, but for 30 meters of camping rope for £1, I can't really grumble at that. You can split it down and make fibres, but I say it's that plasticky sort of stuff, so you can't really do too much with it. But for using tie lines and tarps configurations, it's a lot lighter than paracord as well, so you do have that option. For fire tinder, it melts. It doesn't. You can't really use it as lighting fires or anything on there. It just melts and just shrivels up. It's got on there. So it's got some camping rope. In the camping theme, we've also got some carabiners. So you get 3 carabiners for £1, and these are designed as key rings or keychains, and not sufficient load, and should not be used as climb equipment. They're not intended for safety. So you've got 4 carabiners, 2 big ones, 2 little ones. Again, they're quite good for holding. If you're at a camp, you can get your rope sort of hide up. You can have your pots and pans hanging off the floor, and you can hook them into these sort of things. It's quite nice. Or any other equipment and utensils. If you want to make like a store area and your bushcraft thing, and you don't want to spend a lot of money on carabiners, you just want to get some cheap ones. Yeah, Poundland ones. I've used them for quite some time, and I've had no real dramas of them as of such. Sometimes you can get them where they don't close up, so bear that in mind. They are only £1 or 25p each if you want to take it as that. Right, coming down to the last sort of thing, it's sort of comfort thing. I do try like orange, and I tend to use orange as my colour for the company. We have an orange inflatable pillow, so sometimes nice just to bring the old pillow, bit of comfort laying on there. I generally use one of those bags and stuff it with coats and that, but after a while I find they're not actually that comfortable at all. Actually, is this orange? Actually, it looks more red than orange. Ah, the packaging misleads me. Yeah, so we've got the pillow inside here, and it's actually quite a big substantial pillow. It's a felt lining, sort of felt lining. What I like about it actually, it's got one of those valves where when you stop blowing, air doesn't come out, even though I haven't actually done it up. I do just hate it sometimes when you get them out, you blow them up, you get them to the right level you want, you stop blowing, and then suddenly air comes flying out of it. You're like trying to stop the air, and you're back to square one again. But actually, I've got it open, and I'm squeezing this quite hard. You can see it's actually open, and I'm squeezing it, and oh, there it is. Yeah, open and squeezing it, and nothing's actually coming out. So I'm quite happy with the valve. I'm quite impressed. It's actually quite comfortable. Yeah, it's not sticky, it's not hurting, it's not getting caught or gripped on the beard. Yeah, I'm actually impressed with this pillow. I'm actually impressed. It's quite nice actually. Just watch the wind take it and you'll see it in the river in a few minutes. Alright, so we've got that there. So what's the next thing we've got? So that's towel. Let's finish off with a little bit of oh, that's not a towel, that's a pillow. Let's go for we're on the old hygiene sort of thing. This surprise, this actually intrigued me. So this is paper soap. I've never seen paper soap before. It's £1 for 2 packets, so 50p a pack. And paper soap, and it says here, ingredients: starch, sodium, it's got some alcohol inside there. Avoid contact with your eyes, flush with water in case contact with eyes is swallowed, drink plenty of fresh water, do not induce vomiting, seek medical advice. Okay, so it's got some harmful sort of stuff inside there. So let's have a quick look. What is paper soap? That is the thing, I've never seen. So, nice little soap container. We'll open it up. There we go. Opens that way. Yeah, it opens that way towards the thing. So it comes it's got sheets of little paper inside here. So it's got a little bit of sheet of paper and shaped like a soap bar. So as far as I know, you get this little bit of water and go up. So I'm sitting next to some water now. Let's see what it's like, shall we? Alright, we've got the paper. We've got the paper here. Right. We can see here it's actually started to lather up. There we go. We've actually got a soapy hand, so it smells. It smells like soap as well. So it lathers up. It's actually quite nice and smooth, sort of on there itself. Slimy, but it's actually not that bad actually. Let's get some fresh water and just clean my hands off. Actually, no, just use this. Just use that. Yeah, so much soap just come off my hands just then. I just rinsed it with the water, and so maybe what you use first, you get your hands wet, you get the paper towel, you rub your hands inside the paper towel, and my hands are still really, really soapy. Just by putting it inside that. So yes, I recommend, so get your hands wet first, then probably open it up, touch the paper. So let's have a quick look. So my hands are wet, just touch a bit of paper. Can I get one out? My hands are wet, get a bit of paper. Oh yes, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, so get your wet hands. Yeah, so get your wet hands, lather them up. And now, because my hands are so wet, there's so much soap on them. Smells really nice. Just rinse them off. Happy days with that. I am remarkably impressed with that. I recommend go and get these little soap things for no weight whatsoever, for £1 for that. They are the bee's knees. Yeah, I'm going to go back and get some of those soap things just purely because how light they are. A little mess, don't have to worry about soap bars or packets of soap or baby wipes. Baby wipes are good, but having proper soap on your hands is far better, isn't it? Paper soaps are the win for me. Well done, Poundland. Right, let's see what else is next. I'll dry my hands now. Right, so the next thing we have inside it. So again, they have the old bottles, nice metal water bottles. They meant to come with carabiners. I bought two because at first I bought a green one. Yeah, at first I bought a green one, and then I went back and I saw in the background the orange one. I thought, oh, I want the orange one. But this one came only with a little ring pull without a carabiner. Where this one's got through the ring pull through the end of the carabiner. This one's got the carabiner clip through it. So I do believe they probably should have had a ring pull and a carabiner. So you've got somewhere, you know, you always look at these kids going over and hiking, or people who aren't fully trained, they hang the old water bottles off the back of their kit, don't they? Yeah, so they do have some carabiners and that's sort of around there, which is actually quite nice to see. So we've got some, they hold 500 millimeters of water. They are single skinned, so they're not thermal insulate or anything sort of on there. It's got a little rubber seal on the outside. So on a push comes to shove, if you needed to collect some dirty water and filter it and clean it and boil it, because there is no lining in here, it's aluminium. It's not the best thing in the world, but I reckon you probably could get away of trying it out. So I will put that to the test. I've got two of them. I will collect some water another day and I'll put this on next to the edge of the fire and just see how well this actually copes purifying water, or will it melt or damage the actual system itself. Okay, so that's that bit. Right, so the next thing, we're going to go for some the last little thing of hygiene. I think is the last little bit. They've got some insect mosquito wipes. So I've used these in the past. They say they're deep free, but they're repel kids, expel kids. No. Expel kids mosquito insect repellent wipes. It lasts up to 4 hours. But I've actually used these where we go each year. We didn't do it this year due to lockdown rules. But each year with the Scouts, I go to a broad called Decoy Broad. We have a big water activity weekend called Wham. That's why you can see an orange t-shirt every so often with Wham written on it. That's what it means, Water Activities Mayhem. And that place, I mean, it's peat Broads, it's riddled, riddled with mosquitoes. Just want you out, they're out to get you. The second you turn up to the second you leave, I mean, there are millions of them. I used this last year for the first time, and I was remarkably impressed at how well, with no DEET, these things actually did repel sort of the mosquitoes. I put it around my wrists and around my ankles, and I had hardly any bites whatsoever. Usually you come away with hundreds of them, but I was actually remarkably impressed with this brand last year. So I'm looking forward to, they were green last year, so I'm looking forward to try these ones. There's 25 wipes inside them, and get out and get some of those. I do like those, and they're actually quite good. Right, so I think that's it for that side of it. So now we're going to go through the cooking side. So remember last year, like, they had a mug and it said "I love camping." They don't have that this year. They just got a standard black mug, black sort of tin mug. What is it? Wash first, hand wash only with warm soapy water. It doesn't say what metal it is. It sounds like tin or aluminium. It's got a little hole on the bottom of the tin, so you could put one of your carabiner hooks actually through that, or put a carabiner inside there. So you do have a nice little cup, but they don't just have the cup. They also have the plate, which the plate comes with a little hook on the back of it, so you could put some string or carabiner on there and hang your plate up. So it's got a plate. You know where we're going now. It's also got a bowl. So they've also got a metal bowl this year as well. So you got a plate, bowl and mug. What a nice little set to give your kids to go camping with the Scouts, all the guides sort of on there. And for £3, you're not going to really grumble at that. Just get a bit of foul varnish. You can probably get that at Poundland as well. You can write the back of the names, so not going to lose them. So we've got ourselves a nice little tin as well. They had, remember I did a Poundland challenge before, and they had a frying pan this year, and actually inside the camping section they had a camping saucepan. So I didn't have to go to the homeware section. I actually found a camping saucepan. It's got a rigid metal handle which is riveted inside. And so what's before, always use oven mitts or pot handles to cookware. Do not use metal utensils or your non-stick. Okay, this is non-stick. Keep handle away from flames. Not suitable for microwave or conventional oven. Camping use only. So not suitable for high-powered gas burner or stove. Clean, dry, non-stick pan after use. Use of soapy warm water. Okay, so it's an aluminium. If it's too hot, it will melt it. So just bear that in mind. Just for low heat flames or low boiling, so not jet boils. I wouldn't trust this on a jet boil or an MSR rocket stove. Probably going to do some damage to actually the one over there. So, but for a little mini gas stove like the Coleman or the camping gas, little stoves like that, yes, I think this would probably work fine. Maybe on a low little ember heat fire. We'll try that on the old fire and see how we get on. So we've got the cooking pot, but this intrigued me quite a lot as well. We've got a little mini dish with a lid. Oh, yeah, so you got a signal mirror on the top of it. But it's a little mini dish. It says a bowl. Yes, this is a bowl with a lid, so you could put some muesli inside this, and you got little clips, little roll-on clips, and the lid is actually not that easy to get off. So you got a little mini plate, and you got a little bowl, so you could go out there, pre-prep yourself, put some muesli inside there, or anything you want to put in, put the lid on. The lid's actually really solid itself, and you got the little clips just to put over on the top and make it nice and more secure. So it's not a water seal, so you can't put any water sort of stuff in it. But another little thing to add to the collection, so you've got this thing, now you've got all of this. Oh, it's hot, I smell it already. You've got all of this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quid, yourself, you've got this nice little mini cook set. With mixing bowls, everything like that. Really, really nice little handy set. But you need something to eat it with. Poundland had 2 variations of cooking utensils, or eating utensils this time. So I'll show you the basic ones first. This is all the ones we always know about, the old camping cutlery set, the knife, fork, spoon, which stays interlocked inside there. Yes, works well. I quite like having separate utensils because I find a bit more versatility. I can do far more with a knife, fork and spoon than I can with a spork. But if you're going for lightweight sort of minimalist kit, or if you've got one of these things you want to go out challenge and only use 10 items or 15 items or 5 items, if you just want, if one of those items is a eating utensil, so if you've got your Bushcraft knife and then you your spork, then you've got a knife, fork and spoon and a knife sort of on top of it, so that's only 2 items really sort of on there. So but you do have those ones. But this year they also had a 4-in-1 travel cutlery set. So not 3-in-1 like a spork, this is a 4-in-1, which I thought was actually quite a nice little thing to look at. You get your cooking set sort of on here. So you got your spoon and your fork. You've got a spatula. You've got a knife and a serrated knife sort of on there. So you've got a really, really good set here. You've got a non-stick spatula. You've got your spoon. It feels a little bit flimsy, but I think for £1, this is going to be inside my kit quite regularly. I think it's a nice little compact little kit. Doesn't weigh anything, and just slides together. You just slide it together, slide it back in, put that with your normal cutlery set, and I think I've got a bit of a winner there. Because the amount of times you go out and you need something to, you're cooking your meats on your pans and you're getting it burnt to your pan, you just want to get it something off. You're going to go carve your. If you like the Bushcraft stuff, go carve yourself a spatula, but having a little spatula with you, it's a bit of a winner for £1, isn't it? So, we've got that. Right, so that, and then the last sort of thing for the cooking sort of thing, it's a travel little set. So I've used these before, I've seen these on many videos where I've gone out, I've put coffee, salt, I've got my own spices in there, I've got my volcano spices, I've got my sunrise spice and my volcano spice, which I make. So there will be some links for this sort of stuff coming over soon if you want to have the stuff yourself. But my kids love it, especially like they call it volcano chicken. It's nice and it's got a kick, and then suddenly it's nice and sweet as well. There's no sugar inside it. It's just how it is. Sort of how I've done it with the ginger and the mix of the ginger and the Coleman's mustard powders together with the other ingredients. Really, really brings out the really nice spices. But having these 5 little tubs, and I can't fault these. I really, really do enjoy these. Oh, the wind's picking up. So let's put that. So we've got the 5 little things there for £1, 20 pence each, and that's what they work out at. Talking about knives and things, yeah, they've still got their multi-tool, which I've used this multi-tool. My son's got one, my daughter's got one from Poundland. They're not the sharpest things in the world. They're not the strongest things in the world, but a little pen knife. I've taken mine and just given it over with a whetstone just to give it a little bit more edge on it. But really, I can't really fault it that much. It's only got 5 things. It's only got a knife, a bottle opener, a screwdriver, a corkscrew and a tin opener. So, but what more do you need? Yeah, what more do you need sometimes? If you're going to do some really, really fancy fandango sort of stuff, but that works. It's good for the kids' first little knife, sort of, if you're going to put it inside their kit. Nothing really major on it. I always say a sharp knife is a safe knife, because with a sharp knife you need less force to actually cut things. This isn't a sharp knife. That's why I sharpen it before I give it to the kids, because with a blunt knife you need far more force to use the knife, and so if you slip, you put a lot more force in it, and so therefore that knife's going to go into your hand a lot deeper, where less force the knife goes through nice and easy. And the way to test it is sharp. If you're doing some wood carving, you get big curls, long curls of wood. Yes, you're going to have yourself a nice sharp knife. If you've got little bits coming off, then you're just getting a bit blunt. So have a look at that. But yes, not too bad. But cuts wise, as I said, they had first aid kits. I've had them in the past, and they've been a lot smaller in this. So looks like they've rechanged the first aid packaging, and they got a bigger package, because I've got 3 or 4 of these scattered all around the cart with different things inside it. I even use one for condiments and that. So, but this one says here it's got 12 plasters, 1 waterproof plaster strip, scissors, medical tape, and elasticated bandage. 16 pieces inside there. My things with the scissors in the past haven't been very good. The scissors are broken up very, very quickly. And they've been little cheap little orange ones. Oh, we've got different ones this year. These ones seem a lot more sturdier than the ones we got from last time. If you remember last time, they sort of bent straight away. So this one's actually seem to be quite... We've got some scissors. We've got a little bandage. We've got a strip of plasters. And then we've got some individual plasters and a little bit of tape sort of on there. But the bag itself this year is a lot bigger, so I recommend putting a decent pair of plasters inside there, some tweezers, all that tick kit tweezers. If you haven't seen the tick video, I recommend, if they're still there, check them out in Lidl's, and pick a tick kit. You can put the tick kit tweezers inside there. Put a better pair of scissors. I usually have a little small knife inside my bag. Some Savlon or antiseptic cream, or using a little tub over there, squeeze some of the Savlon into one of those little tubs, and then you've got a little bit of Savlon inside your small little one of these. So, but I wouldn't just go out just for this kit only. You need a little bit more, maybe some antihistamine, some ibuprofen. But there's a bigger bag, so you can put a lot more stuff in it. But the bag itself is worth, as I said last year, the bag itself is worth money just on its own. It's nice. Right, and the last thing with sort of health is this year they've got some hand warmers. So a 4-pack of hand warmers. Nice and easy. It's placed, they say do not place directly to the skin. Do not heat in the microwave, do not swallow, do not keep it as a toy. How do you use it? Does it say how to use these? Okay, right, I've just read all the packaging. I can't see anywhere where it's how to use them, so we're going to open one up and just have a quick look. So we've got the hand warmer, we're taking it out. It's nice little packaging. It says do not put directly onto the skin. Do you get them wet? Do they work with water? That's the only thing I can think of is a porous material. Do they work with water? But why would you put water on the hand warmers to get them wet though? I've never used hand warmers, I never needed to. It says on here though, try me, we will refund or replace if you're not happy with the quality. Well, I'm not happy with packaging because it doesn't say how to use it. Let's add a little bit of water. Right, I'm going to try it. So, I don't know why you put water inside the hand warmers, but does that work? Okay, yeah, they are water activated. Yeah, I can feel the heat coming through that now. So all I did is just dump them slightly into a little bit of water. They're getting warmer. Let's put a bit more water in it. It doesn't say how much water you need to add to it. All I've done is just dunk it into it. But I can feel some heat come out of these. So they say they're hand warmers. They also say do not put directly to the skin. Unless you've got a really thin pair of gloves on, how are you going to warm your hands up? But I mean, it's next to my skin now, and I've got no real issues with it whatsoever. Yes, I can feel some warmth coming out of them. So, but really, I think they should really have some packaging. How to use them if you've never used them before. But they're not giving off that much heat either. So I'm going to leave that in that water for a little bit and just see how long I need to leave the hand warmers inside the water, just to get them a bit more. Right, so let's finish off the last couple of things. So we've got the lantern. The first time I actually went to use the lantern, I forgot I had it in the top of my bag, so I'd never actually used it for the camp, because I threw the bag off the top of the roof of the car, and it shattered. It broke the battery pack at the back, so I couldn't actually fit it in. It takes 4 AA batteries, and there's an LED light. You just lift it up, and then there's the on-off switch just on the side, sort of on over there. It's got a little hanging hook. It doesn't come with a carabiner, so again, you've got your carabiners inside your kit. Get one of your carabiners. Get one of your little carabiners, and then with your string inside your tent or your hammock or your basket, you've got yourself a nice little light area really. So again, using everything out of the Poundland sort of stuff, you've got your options and everything there as well. And then, before speaking of the tents, they've got 2 sites of tent pegs this year. You've got the pent, you've got the tent stakes, pegs with the extractors, perfect for ground sheets. So these are ground sheet ones, so really big and wide opening, sort of over there. So you can, they sell ground sheets, but not inside the camping section. They have them inside their normal sections, which all year round. So, but you've got your hook and you've got your stake puller, which doesn't really come out that well, but you can take your ground sheets down. You see me with the ground sheets many times. Just to go over there. So we've got the ground sheet pegs. There's 8 of those inside that pack, and you've also got a pack of spare tent pegs. For £1 you get 10 pegs, so 10 pence each. And I've used these many times. I've had them in the back of my car, and we've gone up camping with the scouts and found out, we've run out of tent pegs, we haven't got enough tent pegs, and just having £1, stuff in the back of the car. They're quite heavy to carry around. They're not lightweight ones. They're 17 centimeters in size, but they're good just to have a little tent pegs laying around. And the last thing with the tent pegs, if you need it, you've got yourself a nice little rubber mallet. Maybe not this one, maybe get a bit more glue, because I've just pulled that off just by a small little twist. So if I'm it does stay on, but eventually you're going to watch out. If you keep hitting things, it might come off. So put a bit of glue resin on the top of those. Just when you buy them, just check them to make sure that's not stuck on. Many times I've picked these things up and I've smashed them around, and the thing just fell off. Yeah, so just wary on that. But that is all of the kit I got out from Poundland. I hope you enjoyed this. What have you got inside your local Poundland sort of things? One of the items I do like is the knife fork and the cutlery set. I'm very impressed with the spatula and that. The little stool, lightweight stool. I've been sitting on this for over an hour now, doing this video backwards and forwards, and it's comfortable. I've got no issues. It's a sort of nice little height sort of thing. It's taken my entire weight. On the ground it might be slightly different. When I sit inside the mud, it might sort of thin down. So you might want to find some sort of harder surface to go down to, or you might find yourself sinking yourself down. Or what you could do is put some tape around the bottom, around some string around the edge there to stop it from sinking inside. That's another option you could do. But for £1 for a little camping stool, I'm happy with that. That's it today. I hope you enjoyed this. Just remember to like, subscribe, comment down below. What was your things you're looking most forward to actually trying out, or seeing me trying out, or aspiration, how long do you think they're going to last? But we're going to finish off. What's this hand warmer like? Let's get it out of the water. Yep. Don't buy the hand warmers. They don't seem to work. Or if they do, I don't know how. If you know how they work, put a comment down below and I'll try it again with another one. I've got 3 more to try out. But that's it. Just remember, it's for every one-way wilderness and the fight and struggle. Until the next video, bye for now. Just tidying up, I just picked up the hand warmer and I think it needs activation with water because I've just picked it up and it's actually really, it's getting quite hot now. I've just walked about 20 metres holding it like this. It's starting to get really hot inside the hands. So yes, I do believe water is the key to activate these. Do I still have them? Probably not. We'll pick it up now, don't I? About your pocket. Maybe if you put it in a pocket and you put your hand in your pocket, that might work a bit better. We'll see how long we can survive.